Hey there, RTD clan. Ready to dive into a topic that's causing quite a stir? That's the shrinking middle class in the good old US of A. So brace yourselves because it's not a bedtime story with a happy fairy tale ending. Our middle class has been on a roller coaster ride of decline for decades. And let me tell you, recent years have kicked in the decline into overdrive. So grab a seat and let's unravel the economic puzzle together because the numbers don't lie. Picture this: 2020, 2021, and 2022 were like the grand opening of a money floodgate. Our leaders decided it was high time to drench the system with fresh moolah. But guess where most of the cash ended up? Surprise, surprise, it landed in the pockets of the wealthy elite. Talk about a growing wealth gap. The distance between the rich and the rest of us is now wider than ever. And trust me, that's not the recipe for a harmonious society. Now let's talk turkey, your hard-earned cash. Even if your paycheck hasn't gone on a diet lately, the truth is you're losing ground financially. How is that possible, you might wonder? Well, let's take a closer look, because the cost of living has taken a rocket ship ride upwards, nibbling away at our once comfy standard of living. Don't believe me? Brace yourself, because household income in the United States has dropped by a staggering 9.1% since April of 2020. Once we factor in the pesky things like inflation and taxes, in plain English, the middle class isn't just shrinking, it's practically going on a crash diet. And hold on to your wallets, because Moody's chief economist Mark Zandi has some sobering news. On average, Americans are dishing out an extra $709 per month on everyday goods and services compared to a couple of years back. That's pretty serious. And if you're feeling the financial squeeze, don't sweat it. You're far from alone. While the wealthy are sipping on champagne, twirling their mustache, the average person is wrestling with not so fun side of inflation. Now let's talk about real estate. Finding a place to hang your hat has turned into a real life Monopoly game. Can you believe that the average rent in Manhattan is now eye-popping $5,588 per month? Yep, you heard that. And that's not even the worst part. Rents have skyrocketed all across the country, causing the nationwide average rent-to-income ratio to surpass the 30% mark for 2 years running. This is history in the making, my friends. With rents soaring, it's no wonder many folks are trading their keys for cardboard boxes. And here's a shocker. The United States is witnessing a record surge in homelessness this year, with a whopping 11% increase compared to last year. So try to wrap your head around that. We're seeing the highest jump the government has ever recorded. Not even the recession of 2008 was anything quite like this. And the hits just keep on coming. Gas prices are on a wild ride, creeping their way towards a staggering $4 per gallon. I'm sure you guys can remember the days when you could practically get a tank with just pocket change. Now it feels like the pump is swiping your credit card and laughing at you. But wait, as always, there's more. Because the student loan party is about to get real this fall. After a nice 3-year break, those monthly payments are making a comeback. So basically, cue the financial shock for millions of Americans. And if you're one of the lucky ones living paycheck to paycheck, you're not alone, because over 60% of Americans are right there with you. And let's not forget our good old pal, the credit card debt. It's officially joined the $1 trillion club, and that's not a cause for celebration. And just to add a dash of chaos, folks are dipping into their 401k plans faster than ever to cover some of their basics. So basically, all in all, we're witnessing a bona fide middle class meltdown. And I've been talking about this for years on RTD, trying to sound the alarm. And guess what? The middle class meltdown is accelerating at an alarming rate. And unfortunately, it's a bitter pill to swallow for most. But don't hold your breath for economic hope on the horizons. Our leaders in D.C. know exactly what they're doing. Every move they make, every piece of legislation they sign are moves that are destructive as a bull in a china shop for this country. And because I don't believe you can sound the alarm loud enough, I'm going to continue to remind everybody in the community, as well as those who are new, of what's going on in real time with the stats, because the numbers don't lie. So basically, get ready for a bumpy ride this fall, perhaps, because it looks like we're in for a rocky road ahead. But the good news is, if you're a part of the community, you already knew this, so I'm more than confident that you've made some type of preparations to be able to weather a storm. But then again, if you're new, it's never too late. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Share your thoughts down below. See you on the next quick take.